Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, I'm going to be working on some bug fixes here. Potentially. Let's see. I still have stuff to do with the crystals that we worked on last night. I did fix a thing with a Ravager explosion. I just created my own method for it, so I had more control of it. I'll have to look at GitHub for a couple things. Remove the config options for random grimoire stats. Okay, so that is done. Okay, what we're going to work on right now is the Oculus and the Crucible. So there is something here where... let's pull up... Let's pull up the cipher for Fireball. Right? So you throw it in. If someone throws a stack in, right? So I throw 5 of these in. It sizzled. I got 1 back. 1 back, right? So it ate 4 of them instead of the 1 that it should have. If I reset this, we go from 58 to 62, right? So we get those 4 back. What I think, and this has been a long time problem. That's why I say in so many places press Q to throw things in one at a time, because it doesn't recognize item stacks. I did have something in where the Oculus and the Crucible they had like extra checks to make sure it was a stack of 1. Seems like with 1.20 that flew right out the window. So I'm gonna have to, because that check's no longer in. So I'm gonna have to try and solve this a different way. And I think the way to do it is, hopefully I can do it this way. After every item that you put in, like after I threw those items in, I need to do a follow-up check for the item slot stack size to make sure that it has not exceeded, you know, that stack size. And if it did, if it's more than, like if it ate more than it should have, then a follow-up action to see how much over it is, and then throw that amount of items out to reduce the stack size, and then kind of mark it all as dirty, right? So each item you throw in will be like a checkbox. If this works, it is a little more complex, but if it does work, this is a long time problem that will be solved. And then you'll be able to throw item stacks in, because it will just eat everything that it wants, even if it's a whole stack of 64 momentarily, and then spit out whatever it doesn't need. Which I think is totally acceptable. So I started to do it here. This is going to be a little confusing, a little complex. Because basically, I probably should do a check on the items, and I should absolutely do a check on the amounts. So we're going to do some safety checks here to make sure that, you know, everything is correct. Now I'm going to have to cycle through... I'm probably gonna... I could do a for loop. How many inventory slots are there? How many did I give this thing? I gave this a 32 slot inventory. Damn, past Vice. Holy crap. I was going for it. Let's see if I can loop through it. Let's do a for each loop. And I'm going to say for item slots in this dot inventory. All right. So let me loop through every slot in the inventory. So it's going to go through all 32. First check we have to do is a check to see if slots dot empty, right? So I have to make sure that it is not empty, right? That there is an actual item in the slot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a check there. Next, what I'm gonna have to do is say... Now, do I want to do this based on slots? Let's see what else I can tap into with slots. Slots dot... I think I want the ID, the slot ID. So I gotta figure out how I'm going to do that. See, that right there is the stack size, number of items in this stack. Eventually, that's what we're gonna want. You know what? Just so I have it on my radar, I'm gonna comment it out, but I'm gonna make a note. That's the ultimate goal. See, I'm not seeing what I want here. You know what? It's probably not in item slots. It's probably back in inventory. Okay, see, okay, drop slots. Drops the contents of the specified slots in the world. That's not really what I want either. Mark slots dirty. Count number of slots in this inventory. Okay. Because I need to get the position here. So what if it's ID? Anything? Here we go. So inventory ID, get slot ID. This is what I want. And then put slots in there. So this is basically what I'm gonna want to do a check based off of. We're gonna make this a variable. I will say this is gonna be an int, and I will say specific slot equals, there we go. So this is going to get the ID for the specific slot. Now what I can do is say, okay, look at items, right? The item ingredients. You know what? Let's try to skip that part. I don't think I really need to do a check on the item that's in there. I care about the amounts. That's the problem, right? It's not eating extra items. It's eating the correct items, just the wrong amounts. So I can say, okay, look at ingredient slots, right? Look at ingredient slots, and then look at the specific slot. Dot. Now we can look at something like... I have to get the key, right? Get the... that's toString, toInt, get type. So this is a dictionary, right? Oh, so I don't think I want to do that. I want to do this dot... Let's see here. It's different working with dictionaries versus lists. I think I want to do maybe I have to do a lookup based on the key. So if it contains key, which is going to be a specific key dot. This is where you know we need to think about how, like, what we're trying to accomplish and how to get there, right? We're basically, we see where the bridge needs to go, but we need to like look down now and see how we're actually going to get there. So I think we should make a variable here, another int. I'm going to call it slot current slot stack size equals slots dot stack size, right? Let's create a variable for that because we are going to need that. What I need to do is look at a specific key now. I think I need to do something with an enum here. Let's do e. Ooh, what is this enum called? Crap. Let's take a look. There's a specific enum that I have for this system. Oculus recipes. All right, I gotta think where this thing is hidden. I could probably just look at the enums. It may jump out at me. All right, so Crucible recipes. Nope, that's not it. No, it had to do with Essence provider. That's the power. The tier crafting traits. Enum hand. Oculus recipes. That's not it. I do remember making that. Okay, Oculus slot. This is what it is. So let's do this dot. I wonder if I should do like a nested for each. Nested for each in here. What I think we need to manipulate this a different way. So if I skip slot 0, we would end up at slot 1. I would have to subtract 1 from the slots. But that would put it outside of the array if I do that. So I'm gonna have to do a skip here. So I'm gonna have to say if this slot is if it's not empty and slots dot. Yeah, we're gonna cut this out. I'm actually gonna put this variable here because we're gonna use it right now. So I have to say if specific slots does not equal 0. So there's got to be something in the slot, and it can't be slot 0. It could be any other slot. So that will automatically mean that we will jump into inventory slot 1, which will align with the enum here for the ingredients. Now what I need to do is, I can't remember how to do this. There's a way to pull out an enum, so in this case it's going to be a string value based on the magic number it's assigned to, which would be that int. And we are going to look this up because it's like an obscure thing that you don't really do often. So C#, get enum value from int. I remember it's something with like, I think you like cast it as an int. Enum parse. I think that could be it. So let me cut this out. Let's do enum dot parse. And then it wants a type, so we'll do type of. We will pop this in. And then it would want the number, right? So we would do specific slot. And this would be a string that I would want here. String test equals eparse the specific slot dot maybe it wouldn't be that. I don't think I could go right to string. Yeah, create a local variable. It's trying to get me to do an object here. I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it. What if I have it as an object? A nondescript object. Can I convert int to... Oh, so that's not even what I want. Enum dot... converts the 8-bit unsigned integer to an enumerator. Okay, enum to object. I wonder, let's try to object. Because it looks like this is actually... This may actually be it. Does this have to be an object, or can I just go right into a string with this? It's gotta be an object, huh? Well, what if I take this dot toString? Then I could just go right into it being a string. Yeah, let's sit up here. Man, my chair's like broken. Everything's breaking. And then I can put in test here to get the key. We'll do test2 equals. And we will create the local property of bool. Right? Because I'm going to have to see if that has a key. And then we'll do RMR references dot logger. And we are going to have a couple print statements here. Paste, 2 and 3. This is going to be test2. This will be test, regular test, and then this one will be specific slot. You know what? We're gonna make one more here. We're gonna make it 0. This is gonna be that stack size because I want to see everything. There we go. Oh, there's going to be a lot that it's upset with. So let's see if I could just blanket ignore all of this stuff. Damn it. All right, we're looking good. Yeah, we're going to have to shut down because this is a new method that I just created. I'm gonna have to invoke this. Let's go into probably the portal is when I'm gonna want this to trigger. E-object recipes, where is it? That is the obelisk. I don't need that. That's where we just were. Stabilizer and Grimoire there. That is the Rust Orb spell. I could just get rid of that. This is the Prism and Devouring Void. We can get rid of those. Oh, there it is. Oculus Portal. Here we go. Okay, so when this is inside, right? It detects the entity, I throw it in, it starts the creation process. This is where it would skip, and then we would start to look at the item to make sure that it's containing the same key as the item that you just threw in, make sure the target's alive, marking slots dirty. Kill it off. So I think right in here, I want to do B-E-O-A. Oh, der, hey! Coming in with the 4 months. 3-month streak. Nice. Thank you so much for the Prime. Hope you're doing well. Let me make sure. I haven't seen any chats. Yeah, it says everything's working. Hope you're doing well, my friend. So let's see what this what this does. We will see. Let's do RMR references.logger. I'm gonna put a begins here. Begin. There we go. Just because I want to make sure that it's calling this the right way. So every time we throw in an item and it consumes the item, it should at least print out this statement. The first scroll that you throw in will not go this deep. Every item after that should be doing a check. Should be. I think I need to put one more in here. I'm going to do an A and a B. Possibly. Let's do test2 dot key, right? I want the value. I don't think I can pull it out that way. I think I need to do this dot get value, right? Try get value? Yeah, based on the key. That's probably what I want. Try to get the value based on test2, right? Because that's the key. Actually, it would be test, because that is the key. Hello, good enough. How about you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired. I stayed up late last night. Much later than I probably should have, but I got a lot done in the mod. Basically, the heart of the new rust crystals, that system's done. You can convert rust crystals using essence generators into new crystal, like elemental crystals. I got a lot done. The elemental behaviors have changed. I now have the focus of enshrouding in and fully working. I got a lot of stuff. I put in the grimoire system again as an option to where you have to go in, it's off by default, but if you like the old way of randomly having your grimoires have either higher or lower traits, right, stats, you can choose to enable it and you can get more powerful spells or weaker spells. You can actually change the RNG on them. So there is a lot that I like shotgun in. So if I throw this in, oh, I will not see a begins there. I saw it there. Here we go. So it looks like we had 1, 2, 1 ingredient slot 2. Ingredient slot 2. That's not right. It should be ingredient slot 1. Hold on, let's take a look. Let's see. What is ingredient slot 2? Grimoire, tier 1. I call shenanigans on this. Liar! You dare to lie to me? Oh, this is the Spellforge. I was gonna say, there is a lot of stuff missing here. This isn't good. What am I looking at? No way this is right. Okay, so it would be this, the Oculus. There we go, the Oculus recipe. So if we come down to here, yeah, ingredient slot 1. is this variable, which, because it's a light recipe, would be the essence ash. So it just jumped right to 2. Ooh. This ingredients amount. Yeah, so A0, current slot stack size is 1, which would be correct, right? Because I threw 1 item in. It was saying that for the value... Hold on. Is this messing me up? That little thing where I did the offset, maybe that was messing me up. Let's try again. Just kidding. Oh. Okay. Ingredient slot 1. And it jumped to ingredient slot 2. Number 3 came up false. Nice. I'm sure my friend will be super excited, Asterbrook. Yeah. I've been awake since 9 p.m. last night. Oof. Dang, you need some sleep. What time zone you in? Because if you're in the same time zone as me, I can't do Iron Man shifts like that. I get grumpy. I've once, the longest I've ever stayed up straight was in a fit of sweat lord fashion. I stayed up a little over 3 days straight playing EverQuest 2. Wasn't my proudest moment, but man, it started off fantastic until day 1 was over. And then it just got worse and worse from there. I was like chain running heritage quests, like helping buddies level up. Like I remember I was on my conjurer. It was pretty epic. Oh, California. You know, that's not much better. Yes, yeah, that's not much better. You need some sleep, man. You need some sleep. Alright, so what is this information it's telling me here? It ran this twice, which I do not like. I think I need to run this once. You know what I need to do? I need to do this from the server side. So in here, that could be why it hit twice. I just want only 1. Alright, so throw it in. That's fine. Begin. Did it twice again. Did it twice. Oh! I bet if I throw in the leather, I'll have 3 statements. Yeah, so that's what it's doing. It's damn it, that's not what I wanted. It's incrementing, right? So I already have something in slot 1, so it put it right in slot 2. So I think what I need to do, let's go back into here. I need this, right? And then I can say, specific slots, that -1. I have to offset it. I don't know what my max is. I did that for EQ1 back in 2022, 2002, 2003. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was EQ. You know, I think I've pulled all-nighters before, for like EQ1. Just kind of chilling in planes of power, right? Just, you know, outside the bank, you know, getting buffs, kind of exploring. You know, it's easy to lose track of time. Very easy. But yeah, EverQuest 2 was it was like special circumstances. Like, My friend's parents were gone for like a trip, a family trip. So like a couple buddies, like basically like all my nerd friends, we all went to our friend's basement, brought our computers, hooked up power, all right, and we ordered pizzas. It was like a marathon. It was a marathon. Ate so much Skittles, I got sick, man. I was like 50% Skittle. Let's put whoops. And specific slots is greater than 0. I think this is going to be better. Alright, so let's close this, right? Let's turn that off. So I throw that in. Throw that in. So I just got begin. Maybe I don't want that. Gotta nail this. This right here needs to be right. See, and it's saying ingredient slot 2, which is not what I want. It's skipping 1, so test. It's specifically having me go into slot 2 for specific slots. Specific slot. So again, the current stack size, ingredient amount, test, a specific slot, test. Yeah, so it would be getting the wrong value. And I can't subtract it here. It's gotta be done here. Try it again. There we go. Although it did come back with a -1. So I think maybe this is what I want. I don't want the slot to equal 0. I don't want to do slot 0. Let's see if I can pretty this up. It should be the greater than 0. That's still doing the begin. Yeah, this we gotta nail this. I needed to say, like, yeah, this is slot 1 and the slot 1 information. Just like that. Right? So I see ingredient slot 1. This multi-class server, the hero's journey, just dropped. Lucklin 2 days ago. It's addictive. Yeah, I'm glad you're having fun with it. Let me tell you, I was looking at like the private servers. I can't really see. The problem is, like, when I play a game, there's a chance that I'm gonna want to stream. And I'm pretty sure you can't really do that with like private servers, right? Like it'll be a strike on my Twitch account, right? It's not. I know like Project 1999 people do it. I just don't want to deal with the bullshit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like I think for EverQuest, the next thing that I do want to jump into is that EverCraft. You know, the Minecraft kind of hybrid. But who knows when that's actually coming out? Scientists don't even know. I'd probably end up no-lifing that for a while. You can 100%. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I tried to explore it with Aeon and a couple other private servers, and yeah, I think other people were getting tagged on it. I don't know. I didn't look into it because it's not like I have the time to put in anyways. I mean, I could be playing WoW right now, but instead I am in coding hell. Variety Void and Broken Stoic have been streaming on Twitch. Yeah. I don't know, you know, why don't you shoot me... I guess I'll have to keep track of the, you know, I'd have to see them play it. Because I did try and get into EQ before, like the real EQ, last year with, Vexus. And we both signed in, and we couldn't do anything. Like, it was absolutely rose-tinted glasses kind of moment, where it's like, I have no idea where I am. I'm in the you know, plane of knowledge right now, outside the bank. No idea what to do. Controls were weird. I was looking at going back for season 2. You talking about that, the hero's journey? Sent you the invite a few weeks ago. Did you? Yeah, the Discord, right? ViesCraft. Oh, there it is. I do have it. I am in it. The hero's journey. Yeah, I'll look at it later. I'll look at it later. Oh, their stream sec. Oh, okay. Yeah, because like I had the Discord link and I joined the Discord, but yeah. Okay, let me focus on this a little bit more here. So I got the ingredient. What was I looking at? So let's see if this makes sense. Current stack size was 1. Ingredient amounts, try get value for test, which is ingredient slot 1. So I'm trying to get the value for test. It came out to 0. There's no way it could be 0. And then 1 was the specific slot, so this would have been slot 0. This isn't making sense. Some of the information is right? Like with test. Specific slot, this is correct. I wonder if I don't have to offset it. You know, this could be the classic, I may have to do, modified slot equals specific slot -1. Maybe this is what I have to do. I have to make sure that the inventory slot is different, get that slot ID, and then I may have to modify the slot after that check is done to then pull and align this array here. I'm just gonna move this over here. Let's try this. That could be why it's like not making sense, because I need to treat them differently. So it just popped up ingredient slot 1 for me. And then now it's also checking ingredient slot 2. Okay, I think this is making more sense now. Where's my information? Here it is. Let's just move you over here. So it's saying I got 2, right? Because technically there would be 2. Let's cut this back, right? I think now I can do just it needs to be greater than 0. On their stream is preventing me from posting. Yeah, I don't have any moderators, so I stop all that stuff. Just send it to me through Discord. You could just you know, direct message me with it. And I looked too, Oder, and if it was only a couple weeks ago, you were pushed pretty far down on the list because I've been getting a lot of people sending me direct messages. So three different pet haste all stacked on 3 pets. It's bananas. I bet. Friggin' OP class, and it's like, oh, by the way. So I got hit once here, and it said 1 0 0. Ingredient slot 1, false. So the next one was 1 2. Let's, you know what? It's like some of the information's matching up, but not all of it. So this is technically right because it pulled slot 2's information. That is right, but we are skipping over slot 1. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I can't use specific slots here. This has to be modified slot. And then that's got to be modified slot as well. Okay, that could have been it. Ingredient slot 1. Bam. Okay, we're getting there. This, though, it did not pull out the correct information, but I could be doing it wrong. I could be doing this wrong. Let's, instead of count keys, that would just be an array of keys. I think I need to push all of the values out into a list. I think that's what I need to do. And then I need to match up the list maybe by the size, the slot size. Because I'm getting the correct thing there. This came up as false. It says that this key isn't in the amounts. It doesn't contain the key. Let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Can I just pull it out from like this and then put the key in so it would just be test? Let's try that. The given key ingredient slot 1 was not present. Hold on, we got an error. Was not present in the dictionary. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. So that wasn't present in the dictionary, huh? So it got to this. The current slot stack size is 1. It is not liking this. Tell me what's in the first position. Here, you know what? I will put in ingredient slot 1. tell me what's in there. That's what I want to know. I need to see the number 1 in there. If I see 1, it means that we're both thinking the same thing. And it says that there is no key for that. Weird. Okay. There's probably some weird thing that I have to do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to screw with the amounts here. I'm not going to screw with it. Yeah, because this is a dictionary, right? This is a dictionary. And I would be parsing things out correctly, it looks like. Because I would be getting the current ingredient list, the ingredient amounts, Oculus recipes. So I'm getting the recipe from that. And then I'm pumping everything out. Infusion process. Oh, do I delete these as I go? I think I may delete these as I go. I may not be able to do a check this way. Which could be why it's set at 0. I think I do clear these out. And then shift everything down. Man, why can't I do anything easy? Because that's what it should be. It should be a 1 right there. And this is what it is here, right? So ingredient amounts. So if we come back down and I look at ingredient amounts dot and I think it would just be try get value. Let's make it a list instead of a dictionary. Let's try and convert this into a list. I'm going to say list. This is going to be an int list. Because that's what I care about. I'm just going to say test list equals, and this is going to be this dot ingredient amounts dot values. And then I can say dot to list. And it's going to be an int list. I think that's how I do it. Or is it, oops. There we go. I don't need that. I just pump it out to a list. Now let's see what this dot, I think I could just do this, put in the modified slot number. Let's see what it thinks that is. I may not have to do this whole string, like, double look that I'm doing here, right? Like, let's try that. All right. Let's come on down. There we go. All right, moment of truth. 1, 2, 0, ingredient slot 1. So 1. So it had 2. It has 2 there. So I need more information. What do you think the specific slot is? maybe I'm screwing up there. So it says it's slot 1. So it says that is 1. That's actually correct. It should be slot 1. What is the modified slot then? X1, X2. Okay, so it sees... Oh... For now, I'm gonna leave that. I will just leave that right there. There it is. 1, 1. There we go. All right, so 1, 1. Currently has 1. Set list, the test list, right? So I should be getting the information from the modified slot, which is 1. It's saying 8. It just moved it down? It's looking at slot 3 now? Bro. Come on. But it's saying ingredient slot 2. This is so fucked up, man. Some piece of information here is not reflecting what should really be going on here. So it seems like this isn't working. Getting the values. It wouldn't be keys, right? It would be values. Man, I hate dealing with this stuff. It's never easy. Like manipulating data to like get what you want. Never easy. So I don't really need that, right? Because basically, for now, modified slot is the specific slot that we're in. Which I guess would make sense, right? Because an array starts at 0. And I would be starting at, well, it should be ingredient slot 1. Which I guess technically would be 0. Oh, let's go to test. I don't think I need anything from test right now. What if I just do a count? Stack size is right. Specific slot is right. I just want to take a list here and see what it thinks that list is. We should have a count of 7. If it sees all the data, we should have a count of 7. We have a count of 6. A count of 5. A count of 4. Shit, because it's subtracting. Oh, it's subtracting each time. That's how I'm shifting everything up. I'm removing things from the list as it completes. Ooh. I've only had a bit of experience with that, mostly while hacking games with hex readers. Oh, man. So this whole offset thing that I was doing, that's not even what I have to do. I shouldn't be going through a slot list, because the slot list doesn't matter. That means the specific slots don't matter. This modified slots don't, that doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. I don't need to push things back out to a list, because that doesn't matter either. I could literally just say, like, this dot ingredients, this ingredients amount, and just get the first one. Oh, I gotta do the values, right? Get value. Get value. Try get value. Or I want the first value. Get first. So just get the first thing in there. Tell me what it is. It may be this simple. Get all the material, all those materials back. 1. There we go. What's next? 1, 2. So 2, 1. See, this is the weird part. I throw it in at first, and it's automatically going to ingredient slot 2. And then it's going back to 2. The fuck is going on with this? What is going on? Right? There's one ingredient here. Light ash times 1. This isn't anything crazy. Oh. Is it because as soon as I put this item in, I'm erasing it? Oh, is this in the... Is this... Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's cut that out here. Right before all of this. Okay, why don't you try it here before I remove anything out? Oh my god, order of operations are gonna kill me. I'm gonna make notes and then come back to it later with fresh eyes. Yeah, this is kind of the only big thing that I really want to like get accomplished. This has been a long time like bug. Finally. Hey, ingredient slot 1! And it had 1. Oh, wrong thing. Ingredient slot 2 wants 2. Oh, wait a minute. Let me try this here. So if I threw paper down there. It takes 8 of them. Yep, so it's 8. Now if I put 1 more in, is it going to be 7? Shit, it is. I'm subtracting each time. Each freaking time. I think I'm going to have to make another, potentially another array for like the original list. And then I'm going to have to probably check against the original list. Let's do that. So I'm going to have to make something totally new here. So right in here, ingredient amounts. Let's copy that. I'll say ingredient amounts original dictionary. Now let's see what I need to do here. There's nothing there. I'm gonna have to save it. Hey Dilly, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Man, I got so much to do. It sucks. Getting grumpy about this now. So let's save that information as well. You know, I probably could build this on the go, I guess. I could just take a look to see if there's an item in the first slot and then like create the dictionary. I don't necessarily, you know what? I don't need to save this. I don't need to save this, so I won't. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Get rid of almost all that. Cut that out. Been fixing and updating our official server today for a while. Oh man, are you feeling burnt out? Damn it. That's what I get for slouching. Great. This day is great. So Dilly, I've been sitting here trying to wrap my brain around why I'm unable to... What I want to do is I want to take... I create a dictionary for my synthesis. Like how many items and what the item's supposed to be for the recipe for synthesis. It's just a dictionary for the... And I just wanted to look at the amounts that it should be. And then do a snapshot, right, of seeing like, yeah, you're supposed to have 8 of these items. And then correct if you put too many items in for synthesis, and then it would spit out the additional items, right? So it doesn't eat extra items. And I'm sitting here playing with the with my dictionary, and I'm getting weird results. I totally forgot that as you create things, I remove things from that dictionary. And I remove the amounts and count down the numbers. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, this doesn't make sense at all. Well, it's because as I was putting items in, it was pruning things out and shifting things down, and I wasn't seeing the right data. So that was fun. I'm all right, but getting tired. How are you? I'm pretty good. I stayed up late last night. I got a lot of stuff done in the magic mod. When I figure this out and do the corrective thing, I'll be able to apply it to the Crucible, and I think that's all of the major bugs, like the long time bugs, would be squashed. This is some next level broke crap, level 14. Smelting fungal feeds. It's supposed to be a mid 20 zone. Just 2-shot the zone boss. I mean, at that point, that doesn't even sound fun, man. That sounds like you are too OP and there's no challenge. Jeez. Although, if you also have all the buffs too, like if you got Temperance and like the Fire Shield from the Magician, Chloroplast, like Codex Endless Intellect, like you basically become a god. Like you con red to me? Not anymore. Self buffs only. Oh. Imagine if you had those buffs. All right, let's go down to here. Okay, let's go back in here. All of this is garbage. It's all garbage. It's all garbage. Can't use any of it. I wasted my time. I was literally trying to hit a moving target. So let me look at, you know, if we look at the block entity for the Oculus pedestal, that tells me what the ingredient list is in the block info. So if we go in the block info, I should be able to pull up the ingredient list. Or how I already figured all this out, right? So I just got to find that section. Ingredient list, here it is. I scroll through the recipes. Ingredient list. Recipe slot. How am I getting recipe slot? Right in here. Okay, I see what I did. So in my Oculus recipes, I basically get the recipe from the cipher that's sitting in slot 1, because that's always where the cipher goes. And then I'm looping through all of the slots to build the list. Oh man, Vice, you were a clever bastard. Oh man. Damn. All right, Vice. Touche. Touche. All that stuff's going to go right in there. We are going to put an if statement in here. We are going to say if this dot inventory, the inventory in slot 0 does empty, right? Empty. So if this is not empty, then let's get the recipe from it. We can delete that. I could have a 60 mage, chanter, cleric, and bazaar right now. Oh, you could. You have a 60 mage, chanter, and cleric. Man, that's dirty. That is dirty. I don't know why. I always loved the shaman in EverQuest. Like, being a buff bot was pretty awesome. I hated healing though. I hated healing. If I could have just been like crowd control and a buff bot, I'd be happy with that. Okay, so I looped through all this stuff. If current Oculus recipe does not equal null and current items contains key, ingredient items contains key, getting the items, and then I'm pumping those items out. Really, all I care about is asset location int. Because that's the amount. I don't care about asset location string. So let's get rid of that. I just want the int. And then I can get rid of this, right? Because this is converting that into an item. I just want this right here. I want that amount. So let me see if this is enough to do what I want to do. I'm going to copy this. For now, this is just going to go away. And I just want asset location int. Just tell me what that number is. Each time I throw something in, tell me what the number is. What do we get? I think it's probably going to be too aggressive. And it is. But that is the list that I would expect. Because it's 1, 2, 8, 1... Yeah, 2, 4, then 4. Yeah, so it's telling me the whole list there. Now what I can do is start to... Yeah, I could start doing checks against that now. Thank God, that's all I wanted to do. Oh my God, why did my brain melt on something like that? You know why? It's because I stayed up till like 2:30 last night. And I don't think I actually, like, settled down enough until past 3. I'm tired. I am tired. Okay. Recipe slot 2 string, ingredient amounts. I feel like I could do something different with this as well. So I'm cycling through the recipe slots, right? But I don't want to do that. I would want to get a specific value from a specific slot. Bum, bum, bum. I think I want to go through, I think I want to do something like for each and then the inventory. So I think we're going to combine some of this stuff here. We're going to bring this back. I'm going to bring that back. Because I think the solution here lies with a combination of these two things. That's what I think this is. So each time you throw an item in, I want to do a safety check. And it's going to be a one-time check. Basically, I will look at... I make sure at first that slot 0 is not empty. That way I can safely get the current Oculus recipe that's in there. And then for each slot in that, I will have to do a check though, right? Because I don't care about the specific slot. It needs to be 0 or higher is when the counting should start. So I want to start with slot 1. And then let's go in. Argonon, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And Mateo just subscribed. Thank you. I often forget that YouTube, I do things on YouTube as well. All my videos get dumped on YouTube. But yeah, welcome on in. Thank you. Alright, so I need to cycle through this. We're trying to do some big brain stuff here. And I think the smoke is it's becoming a little unbearable here. Because I think what I need to do is pop in test, right? Pop in test here. Up here, I need to do specific slot. Now let's see what it thinks this number is specifically. Because I want it to tell me as more items get added, I want it to tell me what it thinks. Oh, you're the same guy? Ah, nice. Well, welcome on in. ×2. Alright, nothing. So begin, so that's 2. 2 and 8. Oh, I forgot to offset it. Ooh, hold on. But I think we got it. So what I need to do, I do need this section again. Where is it? This. I do need this. Get that. Which means instead of specific slot, it should be modified slot. Oops. Let's see what that produces here. All right, so let's look what our print statements are. Please give me the right data. Let's start fresh, right? You start synthesis, bam, you throw it in. There's nothing. Can't really. There we go. That's pretty good. So I throw in the first item. 1 stack size of 1, right? And which is correct. Now it wants the next item. So as soon as I throw it in, there's 2, 1 and 2, right? So throw in the other one. Now it wants paper. I never lined that up, huh? Maybe eventually I'll fix it. Let me. 8, perfect. There we go. Now we got nothing. The next item should only be 1. Yep. And then feathers, it's 2. Yep. All the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And wants 4 gears. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at that point, if you threw an item stack in that, you know, a stack of like 64, I would be able to take in that whole stack and then just spit out everything extra. And now this is my list to check to see how much of each item you should have, and then do the correction. This right here would fix that. This would make it to where you could use a mod like item clumps, with potentially, well, can't do it with rituals. This would only be a fix for the Oculus and the Crucible, which I think is fine. I think it's fine. This has been a long time coming. This is freaking awesome. Okay, now we got to take a couple more steps here, right? So I need to look at. Let's put an if statement in. Down here, I already had something for the stack size. Right, so I'm going to get the current stack size of the slot you are looking at. And I think, so this right here, the int is what the maximum is. That's the current stack size. I need to see if current slot stack size is greater than the asset location int. So if it's greater than that, here, we're going to create a new variable. I will say too many. And I want to see what that stack size is right there. I'm just going to move this over here. You'll all have to like just assume that I'm telling you correct things. All right, let's eject. I don't want to actually make this grimoire. So I throw that in. So 1 at a time is no problem. Now this is where the problem comes in. You throw this in, and if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5 of these, and I throw in the stack of 5. There we go. Too many. Too many 4, and then it also did too many 5. The hell's that about? I would have expected only 1 too many. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go back in here. The client and the server could see different things. I want to run this check specifically to the server. I can do it right down here at this point. I bet one side was client, one side was the server. I just care about what the server says. The servers are source of truth. It will send the correct information when we're done. So if I pick that up, that was only 1 item, but if I eject it, so I'm at 58, I'm back to 62. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is, only one. Too many. I was over by 4. Which means if I, like, so it wants the next item. If I throw that out, said too many by 4. 56. That would make sense, right? Let's eject all this. So that was 60. So now what if I take this a step further and I say, so now that there are too many, let's do something about it. Let me get a new int, and I'll say like returned amount will equal that minus that, right? So I need to get the difference between the two. In slot, here we'll do slots dot stack size would equal the stack size minus the returned amount. Wait, can I do that? Can I just manipulate the stack size like that? Cannot be assigned to its read only. Okay, so I can't do that, but what I can do is say, let's create a new item stack. I can do that. So item stack, new item, doesn't matter, equals new item stack slots dot item stack dot item, and then this would be the amount, which would be the stack size minus the returned amount. And now I can just say like slots item stack equals new item. So that should preserve all the data, make the stack size adjustment for us, and then have that be in there. And then I have to drop the items, right? So I have to do this dot API dot, dot world dot spawn item entity items. Let me look at the Oculus. Ooh, what is it? The Oculus pedestal. Because I have the reset function in here, I could probably just piggyback off of that. Yeah, essence requirements, here we go. So it's probably under events. On player right click. So we would be doing this in the Oculus core. If you have the shift key, I look at the last code part. Yeah, so I think this is what I want. So we're gonna have to change a couple things, right? So really, I'm just gonna be referring to this because we are already in the Oculus core. This, so I look to see north, south, east, west placement. That way I can change the position that the items are gonna drop out in, so it doesn't like eject it into a wall or anything. I don't want to listen to this song. This song is kind of slow. Not in the mood. Let's put on something that we can all enjoy. Yeah. Something we can all enjoy. Alright, so that's going to be all of the position stuff. I don't care about anything there. Okay, this is what I would want. Inventory. See, I don't want drop all. I want to drop the specific... well, I don't want to drop an inventory. I want to spawn. I want to spawn this, right? So let's get rid of all of that. I'm going to minimize... Get rid of that. Let's cut that out. Paste this in. We're going to mark everything dirty. We'll actually mark everything dirty before we spawn. I want to make sure that everything's being reflected here. This should have nothing to do with things. So I'm gonna have to spawn. I have to make a new item here. Right, so now I need it to be dropped. Dropped item. And it's gonna be the returned amount. An item stack of the same item in the returned amount. Let's do dropped item. We're going to need the position, which is the drop position. Actually, we're going to take this, the new vector 3D, because I want it to drop in the center because block position's a whole number. So I want it to be in the middle of the block. So it's not like off to the side, just because I'm a little OCD. And what I also want to do is I want this to drop straight down. So we're going to do a new vector 3D. And I'm going to set the velocity to 0. I want it to drop straight down. There's this little, like, when it drops, it will, like, fling it randomly to a side. I want to remove that velocity and just have it plop straight down. Doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Did we just fix it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do it from this side here. $61. It did it. It did it because we had 62. It ate the 1 and it dropped the rest. Now when I eject this, it only had 1 in there. Hell yeah! Long time bug fixed. I just needed a little time not fixing other things like crashes with people's mods and stuff to get to it. I did it. I did it. That's great. So that means, all right, let's take it a step further. Let's make the numbers easy. Light ash. Let's grab a stack of 64. Leather. I want a full stack of 64. Right? Bam. Bam. All right. So it looks good so far. Let's pull out the parchment. So parchment only stacks up to 32, really? You could have 64. I love games. You can have 64 pieces of leather stacked on top of each other, but thin parchment paper. You can only have like a little stack of 32, right? Just a little thin. Oh my god. But rusty gears, you can have 1,000. There we go. That took it. That took it, right? So 24 plus 8 would be the 32, right? There would be 2 leather, so I got 64. Light ash, 1. So you could throw whole stacks out now. And if I get these back, everything's back at max. Not duplicating anything. Nah. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. That's great. Oh, that's great. Let's clear out all of my failures so no one knows the struggle that it took to actually do this. Oh, wait. I don't want to prune it out of there. Oh, I want to keep that. Hold on. Let's clean up a little bit. This is what I want. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. I'm going to keep the print statement in there because if I ever need to troubleshoot this, I'll already have something set up here, some statements set up. And kind of, yeah, let's get rid of that as well. All of this, gone. All of this, all the old stuff, gone. This is great. This is just wonderful. You know what? I want something a little more. There's something with a little more balls. Here we go. That did it. All right. So now I need to apply this fix to the Crucible. Because the Crucible also uses a hybrid form of my synthesis system. So let's pull up the Crucible. Man, it's cold in here. My fingers are freezing right now. But I'm too cheap to turn on the heat. I'll complain about it, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. Alright, so I think what I can do here... So we're in the Crucible. I'm gonna come all the way down. I'm gonna paste this in. Now... I need to look to see what the position is. You know what? The position may be okay. May actually be okay. Because I think it does it 3 out. So if I think where it is here, so that's the Crucible. Underneath it is the portal. Then that, so 1, 2, 3. It would drop these right outside the next block over from the start of the Crucible. I think that is actually perfect. Right where it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just spot check this. There's one more thing that I'm going to have to change. This right here. So it's not going to be Oculus recipes. It's going to be... Oh, son of a bitch. Crucible recipes. Right? So it's going to be a Crucible recipe, Rustbound Magic, Crucible recipes, based on the first item that you take in, and then from there, anything that says current recipe, current Oculus recipe, let's do current Crucible recipe. There we go. Just so it makes sense. Okay. Perfect. Now I need to do what I did in the portal here. I'm gonna have to run this checker. So this is going to be the Crucible portal that we're gonna run this through. Oh, that's not it. I want the block. Boop, 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 boop. Here we go. This is where the magic happens. That's what she said. So right in here, right when I terminate the item stack that you threw, this is going to be BECC. Yeah, right. I do the Mark Dirty. Yeah, the BCC Mark Dirty, the BECP Mark Dirty. That way everything syncs up nicely. All right, where's a Crucible? That should be fixed. Let's not go inside and get rust sickness. Let's look at... Arcanus. I had some Arcanus, so I throw it in, and now it wants any small elemental crystal, rusty dust, and shifting fibers. So let's get small fire crystals and a stack of 64 rusty dust. I think someone's playing with the lights out there. Oh wait, let me make sure. Where's my phone? I think a certain little someone is playing with the lights. It got dark. That's great. That is great. All right, let's test time. Get a stack of 60 or stack of 16 of these. Hi, dollar triangles. Looking for. I'm Freya. I'm testing this out. I may have fixed everything. I fixed it in one thing. I see baby triangle, toddler triangle turned off the lights in here. So I'll be right out. Almost done here. Rusty dust. There we go. So stack of 64 rusty dust. Let's get rid of some of this stuff, right? So I already threw it in. It wants that stuff. Let's throw 16 in. So that should be good. Watching, but now it's making us watch 4 ads. It's not me. I don't do anything with these ads. So I'm just gonna throw in both stacks here. So it should have only taken 1 crystal. So we should have 15 crystals and 62 rusty dust. So it took a lot of crystals. We had 16 and it ate 4 of them instead of 1. Rusty dust, it also ate 4. Something's not right. Bringing that over. One quick look here. And we are back. Welcome back. I don't do the ads. Oh my god, I hear them over there. Da! Da! Oh. Hey, Ape. You came just in time, Ape. The party's just about over. Just about over. We are fixing a long time issue with the Oculus. Consuming more items than it should. Oculus being a glutton. What I just need to check. I think there is a couple differences here. So Crucible. Yes. Oculus recipe slot. All right, so I'm going through the Oculus recipe slot. I'm getting the ingredient amounts from the current Oculus recipe, which... Oh, wait. Let's close that out. I don't want to screw with that. Jeez. So, yeah, something's not quite right here. It looks like I fixed it in... the Oculus. It is still not working in the Crucible. The child is screeching. I'm hearing him. I'm hearing him right now. All right, everyone. I think that's my cue to find someone to raid and head out. That is my cue. So let's see who is streaming as I'm looking. He likes hearing himself. Of course. So what I need to keep track of here is it's going to be this. There is something in here that may still be tied to some incorrect data. Oh, the first code part. This is what's screwing it up. There is no Crucible recipe that has to do with just normal. It's a different lookup. Shoot, that's what it was. All right. I gotta stop streaming now, but let me. So professional. Oh, poo. So look at this. Crucible recipes. Use the whole item name, not partial. Don't all pro streamers have toddlers yelling in the background? Did I finally make it? Am I considered a pro streamer now because I have a toddler that is screaming? Is that it? I made it, everyone. I made it. He's such a professional. All right, one more test because I think I just fixed it while I was screwing around. Oh no! All right, so let's go in. Nope, 12 to 64. I did not fix it. So I will fix it later. There's something here. I need to look to see how I'm getting the Crucible information. All right, so let's find someone to stream or someone to raid. Who is currently playing Vintage Story? Let's see. Ah! Whoa! All right, we have. I want to see who is playing Vintage Story. Wow, I love seeing so many people here. Okay, who do we have? Oh, Mischief of Mice just started. We are gonna raid Mischief. Time for the raid/raid Mischief of Mice. Oh my god, am I? Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, am I suffering rust sickness right now? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a solid stream. We figured out some very complex code. We're auto correcting. It's awesome. The Crucible is like, I feel like it's 99% done. Just about there. I know it's this. There is a specific way that my Crucible recipes are stored, and I thought it was by the item. It may be a combination of the domain and the item. I just have to find out where the display is. It's basically replicating this. See, this is what I'm talking about, Dilly. Sometimes, like, this updates, other times it doesn't, and it doesn't play the animation. This is, what I'm talking about. Weirdness. It's weirdness. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Adios. See you later. And one last. All right. See, look, the animation right there, Dilly. You just have to refresh. It's crazy. All right, everyone. Bye.